welcome to one of my crafting streams. Hopefully we get there eventually. But this is the Warhammer 40k Dark Vengeance box. Pretty much it says exactly what is on the box. So also I think this box is about 5-6 years old, something like that. I don't remember accurately when I got it. So yeah. Anyway, I haven't had time to build it, and I do now. Thank you, Boiler. So, let's get this open. So I'm guessing by the distinct lack of spikes that these are not chaos. And that is another large sprue. Usually these come on very small sprues, and this is a lot. I hope there are instructions or I am in trouble. Here's another set. As you can see, significantly more spiky. Sorry, I forgot about that. Every time I turn the computer off, it defaults to both of these cameras to having the autofocus on, and the autofocus looks awful. So as I said, we've got a large number of spiky boys. See, a lot of them. So it's evidently the Chaos set. And, sorry, then we have the set of, well, I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. As I said, I bought this so long ago, I cannot remember what's even in the set. Now I believe this was one of the ones they started when... Ooh, sorry, back down to that camp. And we have this little sprue, which I was not expecting. I only thought there was the big four. It's been a while, okay? So then we get a copy of the rules. Wow, I could not read that. I think this has been struck down from a larger book. Let's move the camera back there. A how to play guide, which I mean, will probably explain how the game works. Some instructions. Heck, I'm glad they exist. To be fair, that first page, I thought that Marine was stabbing, and I was just like, well, that's going to cause some trouble. Then we have quick reference sheets and very large instructions. Rules of the game, instructions on how to build one model. So that goes in with the rest of the instructions. The quick reference sheet, which basically characters' damages for when you're playing. I have no idea. I have these for the models and for fun, but this appears to be a measurement device. So I'm guessing each one of these is a movement distance to determine how far you move. More dice, because you can never have enough dice. Those are the bases for models. I am running out of space, and this is not a small table. another base. Neon green protractors. At least I'm assuming they're accurate angles. I'm guessing that in the game these are useful for shooting stuff, aiming. I don't know. There's probably an explanation somewhere in here which would make a lot of sense. So I mean, this is building, so I have a matter of curiosity to what those are. Does it actually say? Oh. Okay, the red ones are distance indicators. Or you could use measuring tape, but I'm guessing an official one's good. The triangular green dilly is for shooting people with a flamethrower. The smaller circular green dilly is for splash damage off a plasma cannon. I mean, I'm taking guesses from a quick look, but I'm guessing that one is a bigger explosive. I mean, I could see a lot of value in them. Shame I don't play, but, you know. So I'm going to have to choose somewhere to start. And I'm guessing that, I mean, this appears to be this person. So might as well start with them, right? It's literally the big massive sheet first. So Frost Tattersoul, a Chaos Marine aspiring champion. Yeah, my ability to say that is not great, but just move these aside a little bit and switch over to the one where we can actually see. So first of all, let's get all this separated. Now, I actually started off building Warhammer models, like when I started off with AFX kits when I was little, and when I started making miniatures, it was Warhammer ones. So I just thought the level of details they put into these miniatures was like the standard, what most people do. But I've actually like kit bashed between Warhammer and none, and you can really tell the difference of where one starts and the other ends. Oh, that's the gun. No, that's the pack with a bolter chained to it. Okay. Wait, no, it's not a bolter. That would be a flame up by the look of it. I'm taking gases. Space Marines aren't exactly known for caring when it comes to heat guards. So when I see a heat guard, it's got to be against something ridiculous and not just a standard gun. Okay, no, it pads directly onto the surface, so... Oof. Wow, that one was pretty thick. So I have to remember how low that camera is. So we've got the instructions. Let's start off with the obvious of stick the feet onto the base because we want that bit to dry. I'd like it to be able to stand. But yeah, we're going to be doing this kit for a while on crafting because, heck, it's big. So let's do a test fit. Okay, yes, I have correctly identified the foot positions at least. Ooh, haven't smelled that in a while. That's not right. Okay, the model in the picture does not resemble that. So it looks like this is the upper foot. Maybe? I think that's it. Should really put some glue where that other foot goes. Okay, I think that's right. I mean, it's best guess here. Now I need something to prop it up against because I need to like go and do all the other bits. So move you over here, grab you, and you prop up on that, and you prop up on this. Good. Excellent. Now, let's get all the other bits out and start filing these back. That would be a decent idea. Basically, that's annoying me. Like whenever I put my elbows down, it makes the camera vibrate. I don't like it. So, what I'm thinking get like one of those microphone stands where you can just move it around. That's it. I don't know why I'm removing like the leftover bits of sprue from this, because I mean it's chaos. It's chaos. They're supposed to be covered in spikes. But then I have to go back to it and be like, well, yeah, but I'll hate myself if I don't correct it. Plus, I'd probably really annoy anyone Chaos because of the fact that I just, you know, removed the spikes off my Marines. Fortunately, unlike the Brotherhood of Steel one, last time, this plastic is visible on the table. I think there? Yeah, that's good enough. Just do a little bit of rubbing down. Yeah, we'll get it. A little bit on the heel. I just need to make sure that there's none inside of that, and we're okay. Okay. Now realistically that should be dried by now. Well, it gives me a fair idea of what order to do them in. That this little greebly bit, I think, has to go inside this little greebly bit. On top, maybe? So yeah, like just put these two bits together, they'll fit eventually somehow. That? Ooh, there you go, that's how they go together. Little line of glue along there. Well, it's much better than super glue because super glue would have stuck to me by now. I'm guessing that's how it goes. You think? Might be. Okay, and the other side, okay, that thing goes on as one hole. This side gets the arm of the axe. But that goes on after the chest. Oh. Oh, okay. No, it just fits on as one. So just slip that on there. And we can go down to there and I mean these things are sort of tiny, so we'll let him sit there and dry for a second while we just move some stuff around. Then I'm thinking get the backpack, because that's going to be difficult to get on when it's done. Now there's no thing in there that goes inwards, so we're just going to have to balance like that. And now you see the downside of blowing. Hey look, I had a temperature reading in here of -15. Oh no, it's -19 at the start. I'm going to put the heating back on. Oops, that's the wrong one. Where's the little knife gone? So this bit should be done by now. Like that. I broke it. Fortunately, unlike super glue, when you oh yeah, I'm going to be slagging off super glue no end. I hate that stuff. Okay, well you didn't see what I did there. This was completely on the wrong side, and it now fits. They're so sharp and spiky, these boys. I guess it's my fault for starting off with chaos, isn't it? But you know, I think I know where I got this set. I wanted to get like these, so a few Chaos Marines and like their larger set. But it worked out cheaper to get these with the Imperials, so. Hey, if you want to upsell me and save me money in the same shop. Oh yeah, and stuff doesn't evaporate as fast in the cold. That's why I had the heating on. Because that's the major difference between the two varieties of glue. This one welds, the other one just adheres. Read instructions first. Oh God. I prefer to read them as I go along and be creative. Thank you. Just put a little bit on there. To be fair, I've put way too much on there, but again. Oop, hold that there. As I said, everything in here is not set up for this. So, still got to wait a little bit because, you know, I gotta say, I have a lot of respect for the people who paint these. They are so small. Even though I know when you paint them properly, you do it while they're still on the sprue, then you stick them together and only touch up the paint. Okay, and back to camera 2. There he is. So, apparently he has no stand. So, we're not going to give him one. But, now we get on to the main instructions, which attach head first, because you have to do a lot of work to undo that. Now, I now have to make a decision. Do I go for the big boy first or the small? I think if I start off with... Yeah, I think we'll start off with the bike marines. Well, what's the name? Sorry, no. Ravenwing. Wow, it took me too long to read that. But if I make them first, I think that'll be a decent start. Sorry, no. Folding off the instructions is silly. But... so their bases are the long ones. So we've got 3 bikes, because we only have 3 things for them. Sorry, I have to organise these. Let's move you there a little bit. These definitely seem to be easier than the standard ones, because the normal ones are closer to that little dude. I know, when you zoom out to the big camera, it's really difficult to actually see anything, but... whoops. Ultimately, the last marine I made was my Noise Marine, and that was a single one-off kit. I'm surprised that that took less time than the Noise Marine, but shouldn't be. By the look of it, all of these have been made in easy or for easy mode, basically. Which is fair enough. If you're making a beginner set, you don't want to scare them off by having the, like, you know, the assembly and everything else be too difficult. Okay, so we've got long ones of them. Now we need to track down part 55 and 58. You lot appear to be chaos. As well as 53, 54, 55. So basically 56, sorry, 53 through 58. I have to find your 80s. So 53. Yep, you appear to be 53. And 54 is next to you, so. Oh, the pins are supposed to be on the bottom of the wheels. That's good, I was about to cut them off. That would have been a disaster. Yes, that bit is the seat of the bike. Cut out the other side, so we've got 2 of them done. Get that little bit, then come over here. By the look of it, the spike is only on one side. This is 53, 54 next, so we need 55 and anything beyond this. That's 56, which is definitely in the range we're looking for. Then 3, 4, 5, which I haven't found yet. That's 55, I think. Dude holding chainsword, yes. So that's number 55. Doing precision cuts is not easy when you are zoomed, or when it's this small. Ah, don't run away. Okay, so that's 58 and 57 are the only parts I need to find. So 57 looks like a set of handlebars, which is here. Okay, and the last piece is 58, which is generic pack. Well, I say generic, but 58. There you are. And you're over here. Okay, and that should be a completed model. Well, a completed model as in will be a model eventually. So first off, the instructions do not say to remove all the things. Though they probably do. It's like, it says to read the instructions first, which I haven't done, so I'll just continue rebelling and finding my way like that. That's how I've operated up until now. That's okay, we can fix that. It's a little bit bent, that's all. Oops. But yeah, if you compare these to most miniatures, the level of detail on them is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you probably can't see it, but like the little wing there, most models stop before that level of detail. Which, I mean, fair enough, but it's just a surprise when you go down to have cheaper miniatures after this, because to say Warhammer is an expensive hobby is not joking. It quite is. Little nubbin. It's gone, and a little bit on the front, because I think that's a bonding point because there's no detail on it. Okay, already had you, now just this little thing that genuinely looks like it belongs on anything written by Dread, but okay, and I think we've got them all. So let's start off with getting the body, and you have to do the body first because you've got this little bit here on the bottom which is squared, and well, if it's a square peg and a round hole, ain't going. Just put a little bit of glue on there, into the hole and on the surface above. Oh, there's one I missed. Oh, nuts. Whoops, no, it's down. I've just got to get this little nubbin that I missed before I glued by accident. Okay, there you go. Got it. But the backpack's not straight. Okay. The next phase up after this is to stick the bike together. Now, I think... Oh, no. Okay, it's just turning. Oh, wow, that's... so that's not going to be coming apart. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go together without glue. Come on, split, damn you. Excuse me while I go get my screwdriver and hammer. So yeah, I was not expecting that to stick together quite as well as it did, because usually you need glue to stick things with Warhammer. That was a surprise. But that's what you have toolkits for. Right, so they'll go together just fine. So much for a dry fit. So now, this is definitely correct, because once this goes together, it is not coming apart. Let's put a little bit of glue around these so they actually stick. Okay, put the lid back on for safety. Okay, and the top section comes on like this. Oh, what? So now you won't go together. Never pull them out the wrong way. That turns out destructive. Okay, now this starting to stick, that's going to be a problem, and that's not fitting in there properly. So, last minute modification number 2. I know how this was designed. I know how it's supposed to go in. But what you have to know and understand is I'm harsh. So you, sir. There like that. You on here. Actually, I don't even need to do that now, the way I did it. There you go. And now it'll stick. Okay, so I was rushing that a bit, so I didn't explain what I was doing. There's a little square peg with a neck on it that fits inside there, so it holds it in place for the user. And I removed the pin off the end, or the restraining section, so it can freely come in and out, and then just glued it. The pin had been cast slightly too big, like I'm talking a millimetre, but it was just enough to hold the shell of the bike apart. And we don't want that. So, yeah, effective, worked, we're happy. Now if you see that circle is bigger than the hole we're trying to stick it into again. All 3 of them are the same and they're at the right distance. but they're just a tiny bit too small. Which, I mean, it's easy enough to solve. So, I mean, this is one of two things. It is either like they were trying to get rid of all the older models where they haven't done it right, or alternately, which is by far more likely in the way that you'd try to do this type of thing, is you build it slightly wrong, so they have to make a modification. So like the user has to modify it at the end, and it's not much, just enough that, you know, they'll look at it and go, ooh, I did that, that's really cool. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 4mm drill bit. Thankfully, that is the size that I had available. So I may be giving them too much credit, but with the amount of thought and design work that goes into making these things, I think I'll just give them the credit at this point. Ew. Yeah, that's some ceiling that just fell out of there. Excuse me while I tidy that up. You know those moments where you have a really bad idea, you realise it's a really bad idea, then you go do it anyway? I'm using a Hoover on this table with miniatures on it. Bad idea. Gonna do it anyway. As we all know, this is a workshop. That is my shop vac. I'm describing it as a shop vac, but anyone who has ever actually had a shop vac will find that insulting. That is a homemade Hoover. Well, heavily modified bought Hoover with homemade covers it, it's fine. No, dry fit first, then add glue. So yes, it fits. Those holes are now a little bit too big, but holes being too big is easier to deal with than holes being too small. So let's just go down to close up. That's not the best lighting, is it? Or is it just that crappy screen? There you go. Much better. I would for the back to be sticking together a bit better, but I think that's the front. Okay, let's put my tools back. We don't need to do this next time. That'll be the last time. And yeah, I know, using stuff with drying glue on it on a file will wreck the file. I have wrecked that one previously, that's why I'm still using it. So I think this actually has his arm on it, so I'm going to chuck that one on next. And of course it has a peg. Peg is always advantageous when it comes to putting stuff on correctly. Okay, so it's not on right, but it is on. It's not on correctly, but it is on. And that is good enough for me. So then, I believe he just gets that little bit in front of him. Which is supposed to be run down all the... Ow, ow, ow. I have to do that again. Let's put a little bit on there, a little bit back here, and a little bit back here. Now don't push down on the spiky bit. Ow! Even little plastic spikes hurt. Okay. And now, whoa, okay, now in camera. We have this dude who is named Sergeant Arian Della Ravenwing? Oh, Arian. I was reading in Spanish. Ravenwing Sergeant Arian. Okay. You know that bit that wouldn't go on? It's this bit here that says attach first. Shut up. How do you attach that first to the bike? Like the guy goes into the bike. Oh, attach that bit before the shield on the front. Okay, no, I did it right. It's not like it's hard to get that wrong or something. So now we have two little dudes. Okay, so next up we have Ravenwing bike with plasma gun. Because, well, it's a good description of it. It is a bike with a plasma gun. Now it does not say what sprue any of this comes off, but this is going to be very similar to the previous one. So we're looking for one with a big wing attached. Oh, nuts. Okay, we are looking for an 81 on nuts. Do we have two of these? Is that why, like... Oh, bolt pistol. Okay, so the basic frame's the same, so it doesn't matter, but we have to find out which one of these has the plasma gun. So we're after the little dude on the bike with the big massive gun. Which means we're looking for another one with a triangular butt. Sorry, square butt. Okay, let's just start popping them out first. So we've at least got the bit. Do you know what? Can I do the same over here that I did over there? Well, that does actually look better. Fine. I'd absolutely love those cameras to remember their settings. I know what's causing it. It's because the room as a whole is so bright. Or the table as a whole is white and bright. Which is the actual problem. So we're looking for a square dude. So the backpack is 61 and we're after 59. I don't see one. I don't see one in there. There could just be two on this group. I mean, they have to figure out how to make these things efficiently, so it's not guaranteed they're going to be close to each other. Nope, there is no one with a little triangle or a little rectangular bottom section in there. Okay, your bolt pistol, so you come off this sprue. And we're after 59, so it's probably on here somewhere. Okay, you, because that gun is very much Warhammer sized. For lack of better description. Your pack is at 61, which is over here. And your bike arm is number 60. Which is you. It's definitely number 60, not 63. Just making sure I have the right thing before I cut it out, because that would become awkward very quickly, giving people the wrong arms. And the front shield, which is back here, which is 82. Yes, it's 82. Both of them are 82. Then, and this is, okay, that is everything. Okay, so this is the last one I'm building tonight. Actually, I have somewhere to be, so I can't. But hopefully it'll be decently timed by the time this one's done. These models are taking in the region of half hour each. This one's apparently doing a cool skid too, because, you know, got a bike, why would you not be skidding it round a corner? Okay, so because of the difficulties of doing the dry fit like we did last time, still doesn't fit. But yeah, due to the difficulties I had last time, I'm just going to make that mod first off, and this one. So yep, before we put the backpack on, Oh, whoops. Sorry about the damage to your grenade. Please don't go off. Do note, nothing I'm doing here is in the instructions. The little modifications that I'm doing aren't in the instructions and are ill-advised at best. So we stick the back on. There. I'm hoping that as the back gets, all the stuff gets ejected out the back of that, it'll spread out and seal a bigger area. Just make sure that it actually slides in. Slides in, fair enough. So we can now tack it together and glue. Just a little bit around the edges. And sealed. Okay, now this would be a problem if I hadn't fixed the bottom of this guy. Who can go in like that? And who says mods don't work? So we've got that. Again, that hole's a little bit too big, but I'm missing the proper drill bit for the correct size. So yeah, that happens. Don't worry about it. So we grab this lid. It might have originally fitted, I don't know. I can't be asked dealing with that for a second time. So next up, just put the arm on because he is not going to be moving from that position. I don't think that one's supposed to fit in actually, but I mean, yeah, I'm just going to put some glue there anyway. Sorry. A little bit there. And a little bit here. Those are the 2 contact points. I checked that when I stuck it on earlier. Okay. And last up is the shieldy bob. The shieldy bob goes on. Wow, this one's going together a lot quicker than the last one. I guess because I've now worked out what the problems are, I can put it together much quicker. And don't push down on the spiky bits. That centre bit there is sharp as heck. It's not a nice thing to push. Then a little bit on the bottom to finish its attachment. Yep. Give him a few minutes to dry. Now if you fit it properly, and I don't widen that up by like a tiny bit. He wouldn't be leaning over as far as he is, but so that only took like 5 minutes. I'm shocked. It's okay, yeah, fine. One more. I'll just do the last bike and we'll be okay. But yeah, we've got this little one here drying. So now just pop, pop. There's only one bike left and it's quite easy to identify the bike. Okay, your rider is... Okay, is there anything on here that is of interest to you? No? Okay, your rider is on here, and you are this guy. So your backpack is number 64. Which is this one. 63 is your handlebars, which is this one. Now the question is, oh wait, you just don't have a shield, do you? Oh yeah, you do. 82. So we're looking for one big winged shield, apparently. I don't see it. Ow. Just touch the chaos one, guess stabbing. I don't see it. Unfortunately, it's the last bit, so if I like find it right at the end, I can just stick it on then. But and I don't see it. Nope. Nope, not on you. Oh, fudge. There it is. Right next to the Terminator armor. And that's it. Body pack, shield thing, two sides of the bike, base plate. Switch down to the close-up. Okay, and this here's the previous one, who is now going to go join the pile. Yeah, I would like that camera to not actually be on the table physically. It's a bit of a vibration hazard. came off quite cleanly. Okay, yep, you're off. Tell you what, I'll just do this cheat now. Well, I will confirm for you that the problem has not gone. From my rebuild on this, the problem is still clear and present. I currently have a warning on screen that my south bridge, which is what connects the cameras, and you know, anything that's not on the CPU and not connecting the RAM, you know, anything that's not CPU, RAM and the graphics card is currently completely dead on this computer. You may be wondering how the audio is working and how the microphone's working. That would be because the motherboard's not reporting correctly. Which of course makes much bigger problems in the long run, right? But yeah, I've got a massive warning up on screen going, yay, we're running at 0 volts, we're dead, please don't, keep this up. And if I didn't know it was complete nonsense, I'd be quite worried. Oh, and hard drive, which is still running and being written to, because I can see it. So yeah, it didn't fix the problems. So by the look of it, there was nothing wrong with the other CPU and we were fine. Oh, I enjoyed the stream. I mean, very few people turned up to it, but I enjoyed it. And, you know, when I get money again, I will actually build a computer to replace this one, hopefully. You know, one that will replace it reliably. And not just because I love building computers for fun. Okay, fine. A bit of it will be because I enjoy it. I mean, it's literally my hobby. I'll see if I can bring it up at the end and show you this, the extent of the warning I've got. It's hilarious. It's when you know the warning is complete crap. It's funny. Okay, just pop you in. There you go. And you get a body. I mean, once you're done with the cleanup on these, it goes in pretty, everything goes together pretty quick. Oh my god, one that fitted. That one actually fit in. Now I know how bad it is to just be sticking them together like this quickly, but it's okay. As long as they go together alright, I'm not that bothered. helpful though if I get rid of this extra bit of sprue first. No, mister, you have to be chaos to get spiky bits. Okay, and just put a little bit of glue around the bags again. And we can just stick you on like that. Let's give you that little bit to hold you on. So we've got a bikey duty with a plasma gun, a bikey duty with a chainsword, a bikey duty with a pistol, and well, the one unfortunate member of Chaos who's going to be stuck in a room with them until I make more. I'm sure they'll have fun. The second they get upstairs and realise I have an entire Chaos army and the Imperials are incidental. Ooh, you can actually do that. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm just going for what the silliness that I'm seeing. Yeah, add window capture. No, not that one. Okay, no, apparently it's not a visible thing or going to be accepted. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how to bring this up, that's all. Hey, that was fun. So bring up a filter for that, shall we? I don't think my CPU is very happy about the fact I'm mirroring the whole thing in one go. That's about right. Top one. Oh, sorry, that's like 900, isn't it? 800? Nope. There you go. That's what I currently have in the bottom corner. That warning is physically impossible because if the south bridge was at 0 volts, the computer would be dead. Like, literally, if that was true, I'd have no access to the hard drive, or the cameras, or anything. So, evidently, it's wrong. Also, you get to see British time. And yeah, you've seen what's in the build, so obviously I've got a Corsair cooler in here. Okay, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed seeing my nonsense warnings. And these 4. Hopefully next time I will, well, next time I'll be continuing on with this set, and hopefully see you then. Okay, bye.